Alright, so, second game here, Chivalry Medieval Warfare. I'm going to try and play a quick game. I've had a few technical glitches, played a couple games that were very long, about a half an hour, and then I come back and I find my audio's not there. That's frustrating. But, it's going to work this time. I know what I'm doing much more now. This is a game I haven't played, like War of the Roses, for months. But when I thought about how to describe the way games differ in their feel, in their execution, and in the way that they do what they're supposed to do, these are two games that came to mind as being strictly similar, but not when you play them. Alright, so I'm hiding empty and full servers. Those are all empty servers. I'm supposed to be apply a filter. There we go. Let's do Jedi FFA. So I initially wanted to record the launcher for this game. Doing that made trouble, so I'm not going to do that. But the fact that this game even has a launcher already changes the feel of opening up the game and starting the game. A launcher's for a game like an MMO or a StarCraft, a League of Legends, where there are updates coming out, on a weekly basis. Things are getting balanced, things are getting added. This isn't really a game about that. This isn't a game that needs that. Their launcher is doing two things because no one's looking at the news. First and foremost, it's trying to sell you the DLC add-on pack for Deadliest Warrior. I don't care to buy that, frankly. The show was nice. I enjoyed a few episodes, but I don't need DLC for this game. I think I'll show you why. Second, it sends you to the Steam Workshop, where there actually are cool things. From what I can see, most of those cool things are Star Wars mods. Basically give you lightsabers instead of regular swords. And that's actually one of the matches here. Jedi FFA, I assume, is where they're using mods like that. That's pretty cool. That I think is interesting, but not something I'm going to show you today. Not really a part of the core game. That's mods made by the community. Not really fair to compare two games. I'm going to connect to this one. It is a team objective server. I'm a team deathmatch guy. That's just me. But finding team deathmatch servers is very difficult. There are a lot of FA servers. Probably some of those funny, specific servers, and then there's some team objective servers. Not a lot of luck finding a team deathmatch server in any of the games that I've played today. In the Chivalry games, I should say. Alright, so this game, basic red versus blue. You can choose Mason Order or Agatha Knights. It doesn't matter. There's no story to really speak of. I'll show you the extent of the story you're going to get in the game very quickly. Let's see. I don't know. Alright. So already, just look at this map. The map alone, this isn't realism. You don't build a giant fort at the foot of an active volcano. But it is fun. It's certainly fun. Here is first-person mode. I never use first-person mode. It's nice for shooting arrows to have first-person mode, or throwing lances, or slinging lead balls. But it's not really useful, because you get snuck up on, things come up behind you and kill you a little bit too frequently. This is a map I've never played on before. If I look like I know where I'm going. I don't. Oh, shit. Chopped his arm off. Go me. I got a very red look here. That's because I'm low on health. Health's going to regenerate in this game. It doesn't do that in War of the Roses. In War of the Roses, you stop and you bandage yourself up. Yes, it's realistic. Also slows the game down. That was an archer there. If I'd been playing an archer in War of the Roses, playing an archer was very slow. Knocking up arrows takes a while, and aiming is not easy. I think this guy's on my team. I'm not sure why he's shooting at me. He was not. He also just tried to teabag me there. This is my body. But you start to get the sense that this game has more in common with Call of Duty and Halo than it does with a game like War of the Roses. Feel alone is making that difference, in my opinion. Because the basic setup here is the same. You got your armor, you pick your weapons, and you take them out, you try and kill the other guys, and you look for the guys whose armor does lend itself very well to fighting against the weapons you play with. Also got my gold helmet on here. That means that I've played a bit with this class on this other players will have like fully gold helmets, and then they'll design their characters to look good with those helmets. I don't care to do that, but there it is. So that guy's wearing orange. That's really silly. Where did his friend come from? Anyways. Oh, I did it. So I'm here using a hand-and-a-half sword, a shield. Something that I like being able to do in this game. It makes me very happy that I can take a big sword and have a big shield. Mess it up. We all got a stab in it there. Alright, objective failed, defend our slaves. We didn't do it, so now they're going to push ahead. They're going to get a spawn point closer to us. Oh, I'm not sure how he swung and hit me.
It is a good day to die!
Yeah, I mean, you see, just this map alone, the realism. They don't need to worry about realism, and because they're not worried about realism, they can have a lot more fun. I'm running in, I'm swinging, I'm getting swung at, I'm trying to block. Blocking works very differently in this game. I'm not needing to hit the same direction as they are. I just need to time it. Alright! He was doing very well with the bow. I got a couple headshots in. So maybe that's an ancient start too. But yeah, it's bloody. You know? There's a community, there's people talking here. And because there's people talking and them being juvenile, you know, you get these player kicks that come up. Actually, that's got some good information. Team damage 12%, idle time 0, ping 92. So those are some of the common reasons you kick somebody. If they're team killing, if they're AFK, or if they're just lagging really terribly. I have the information right there to make that determination. I don't need to be reading down in the corner thing that's happening, and I can still be able to pace the game a little bit. That's really nice. That's something that you're not going to see in War of the Roses. And frankly, you're probably not going to see a lot of team killing in War of the Roses. It's just not a part of the culture of the game. The game is much too serious. It's for the historian. And yet, as I mentioned in that video, it kind of also fails to do that. While it promises historical battle, in reality, it doesn't really explore history. That's a teammate, dingus. So I could vote to kick him. That was pretty clearly him swinging at his own teammate. I'm very red. He was very red. There are some characters where you're not quite so obvious. Initiated to vote against Trigun. I'm going to go ahead and vote yes, because he killed me and I don't like that. This game feels like Call of Duty, like Halo, like what you'd expect in a multiplayer combat kind of game. Gonna kill him? have to remember what I've said, what I haven't said. This is the 4th game in a row that I've had to record this. You know, what I want to explore here is the feel of the game, how it's different. In War of the Roses right now, just trying to run in is already not really what I want to do. But this alone, this feels more like the game I want to play. You're going to defend the king here. Look, he's got a special helmet. He's a good-looking fella. Looks like a badass. And the game seems to have meaning. It seems important. I put up a shield. Put up a shield. Probably get the news, but that's fine. The game does a better job of knowing what it's supposed to be doing. War of the Roses is so much of a focus on. Fuck that! There's so much more of a focus on making it real, on giving you history, on giving you background on everything. That then when you get into the game, you expect there to be more of that. You kind of get the feeling like, okay, it's the War of the Roses. I'm going to fight in those battles. I'm going to know what it's like. I'm going to learn some history in playing this game. You know, you play Assassin's Creed, and you can learn history playing Assassin's Creed, running around and murdering things, terribly bloody, terribly violent, but you can still learn about, you know, the time period and the place that you're in. In War of the Roses, you don't. You know, it's all very static. It's very much just sitting there, ready for you to play on top of it, but it's a background, and that really just fails to serve its purpose. This game doesn't make that mistake. This game doesn't make you think that there's going to be a great background, a lot going on. It just sort of lets you play. This game, its story is a background story, and the game on top of it is what you were promised in the first place. You run in, you hurl some spears, you shoot some arrows, you swing some swords, and if you're lucky, you get a few kills. And if you're good, eventually you get a shiny hat. It just has a better understanding of how to sell itself to its market. It has a better idea of what I want to do in the game. And it doesn't mislead me in the way that War of the Roses does. At the same time, there are things that would take me away from this game. The community is very juvenile. It's pretty awful. You don't really get that in War of the Roses. It's too serious. You feel like you're playing with a bunch of history buffs. And in all likelihood, you are. If they're going to be playing it. This is a game where in the Steam Workshop, you can get a lightsaber. And you can play this game like it's Star Wars. The game doesn't take itself seriously. As I say in the post, it doesn't shy away from the buffoonery, from the ridiculousness, in the way that War of the Roses does. Sure, there are no horses in this game. That's sad. It's something I would love to do, but War of the Roses doesn't have enough of what makes it special. This game has found more ways to do that. It's found more ways to make you enjoy playing what it is. And you don't have to wish that it was something else. You don't need to care about the story. You don't need to worry about any of that. It doesn't really make the game better. It's combat. In the simplest sense of the word. It's warfare. And that's what you were promised, and that's what you get. But in War of the Roses, it's not. The difference in the two games is in many ways associated with the way that it feels. But a part of that is what you were expecting to feel and what you actually get. With War of the Roses, I thought there was going to be more history, less reading if I wanted to get any history at all. With Chivalry, I knew going in that blood and gore was kind of the selling point, that violence is what this game was about, and I wasn't disappointed, and that's exactly what I got.